Okay, thank you. Here's Noel Fanning to give us where we are and what we're doing, Noel.
Yeah, welcome aboard the Geelong District Football League Division 1 second semi, North Geelong versus Geelong Amateurs on the 27th of the 8th, 94 at the Western Oval. And the umpires today, the emergency umpire is Graham Richards, the centrals Andrew Gurry and Sean Ryan. On the boundaries we have Chris Bedham and Luke Bulch. In the goals we have Phil McGibbon and Mark Evans. Our guest video production crew today is Ron Bryan, David Cook and Laura Gold is your commentators. Our cameraman Brett Revere, Sean Cannon, Robert Watson, and the director is Noel Fanning. I'll get Laurie's name up in that gap in a minute. So it's over to you fellas to continue the afternoon's commentary.
Thank you very much, Noel. I do hope you get Laurie's name up there because he just about walked out there when his name wasn't on the screen. You'll be right,
you can't spell it, I don't think.
Typical bloody school teacher, Laurie, isn't it?
Fancy asking a school teacher to spell a name. That's shocking.
Well, is that spelt right or not?
That's very good.
Very good.
Very good. Almost like Goldie Hawn, that is, but Laurie to Goldie, that'll do. Welcome, Laurie.
It looks good.
Afternoon. What a sensational day for the footy.
Top day today, David.
That's a good
I think the weather conditions might favour amateurs a little bit today. I think they might be able to...
Pan right back as far as...
Sorry, Noel, you got something to say down there?
Sorry, mate.
We can start again.
The accurate one's pulled the director up, not turn his mic off. Good afternoon, accurate one. Ron Barassi Brain.
Yes.
As Laurie said, what a sensational day for footy.
It's always a pleasure to be here with you two lovely, good-looking chaps. Heads like mice, feeding them. Great for radio, you two. Laurie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ron. How are you?
Very well. And you've started things off pretty well this morning with 2 out of 2, I believe, in your selections.
Yes, I've gone all right today. Last night I tipped Bellpost Hill and they've got up, and I've tipped Carrara and they've got up as well. So
bit of a turn-up in the reserves, though, isn't it? Really, North Geelong going for a championship.
Yes, Bellpost Hill played very well, and that'll get a lot of confidence out of that, and we still might see a premiership at Bellpost Hill.
There you are.
Well, that'd be great for the club, of course, Ron.
Definitely, they've never won a senior premiership.
Well, let's get back to today's game. We've got North Geelong on the Amateurs. The winner get a free ticket into the grand final. The losers have to face up to a rampaging Anarchy next week in the preliminary final. I don't care who loses. I reckon they're going to be a bit worried, Ron.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. And I predicted this about 10 weeks prior to the finals, and again, I'm right. And Anarchy will play North Geelong in the grand final.
If you tell us that again, Ron, I'm going to come up and knock you out. Telling us every day.
Well, it's just that I've got bigger crystal balls than you blokes, that's all. And I'm brave enough to stick me neck out on the line and make some statements. My statement so far has borne fruit.
Well, thank you for making the statement, Ron. I'm going to get away from this idiocy. Laurie, this afternoon, North Geelong, they've got the finals experience. How much is that worth against the younger side like the Amateurs who really haven't... Well, they played a bit of finals footy, but never been really successful in the finals.
Well, David, I think it'll have a big bearing on the game, actually. I think that you can't get that experience unless you've been there, of course. And North Geelong, this is 3 on a trot, I think, if they get into the grand final. Amateurs... that'll be one of their concerns, I think, whether they can hand the pressure there. I've actually just come up from the rooms there, and in the rooms they seem to me to be very confident about what they've got to do out there. I listened to their coach, he spoke to them and tried to ease them down and tried to suggest that it's just another game of football out there today and try and get rid of the nerves and settle down quickly and just play their football. If they can do that quickly, okay, they're going to probably be... I believe they'll be in this game for a long time today. I don't think it's going to be decided this till well into the end of the day, and I think that they'll give a very good account of themselves. I believe they've got to move the ball out quickly, get the ball out, try and run after the ball hard and straight. If they go around corners and push it and tap it along, they're going to be in trouble because North Geelong's experience will wear them down. I'm going to go for North Geelong, but I think it'll be a lot closer than a lot of people think.
Okay, thanks, Laurie. Laurie just spoke about the feeling in the rooms of the Amateurs. We've been into both rooms. How did you read the feeling of North Geelong versus the Amateurs in the rooms?
Means nothing to me, David Cook. And really, what happens in the rooms is nothing. It's out here on the arena where it all counts. And I tell you, North Geelong are the quiet achievers today, and they've been doing it correctly all season. They know what they've got to do. I think it's a little bit of a false sense of security, in my point of view, from the hype in the amateur room. And I think you'll find that North Geelong, hot, cold or otherwise, will win this game by 8 goals.
Going for 8 goals, Ronnie. Your margin, Laurie?
I'd say they'll win by about maybe 2 goals.
2 goals. Okay, I spoke to Paul Meeson. He's out here tomorrow from Mottawarri. He thought that the North Geelong had rampage. They'd win by 8 or 9 goals. I spoke to David Lee from the Amateurs. He's the timekeeper, I think, for the Amateurs. He suggested the Amateurs in a closey by 10 points. Graham Taylor, who's carrying a water bottle out there. Probably GT carries a bit of weight. He'll probably drink more water than he gives to the players, I reckon. It's pretty hot out there today. He suggested the Amos by 7 points. And Daryl Bissett, the Anarchy coach, just walked past a minute ago and he suggested the Amateurs by 8 points. So a little bit each way here. It's not all one-way traffic, is it?
Well, sorry, Noel.
North Geelong won the toss. They're going to the Church Street end.
Thank you very much. Now, I will qualify my statement, Cookie. Big omission from North Geelong. Craig Eves is not playing, and that is a big loss for them, as he is very creative at half-back. But I don't think it'll unbalance the side very well, because they've picked up Jeff Marnies, your Sean Hoskins, your Alan Moroney's, your Ivan Pastovics, and I also notice playing here is a very handy footballer, Ivan Jovanovic, number 34 for North Geelong, and I reckon that Ivan loves to kick a goal. He'll do plenty of that today. Just from a program point of view, listeners, there's 2 changes. North Geelong, number 29, it's not Jamie Marnie, it's actually his brother Stuart, wearing number 29. And for the Amateurs, wearing number 10 here this afternoon is an under-18 champion in the making for the Amateur Footy Club in Tate Ramsey. They're the only 2 changes to respective sides from a print point of view. So a pretty good job well done by all concerned.
Well, the umpires, both sides just breaking up at the moment. Umpires just moving across to break them up, hurry them up a little bit. We talked about fines here last week. I think $1,500 with the possible fines. Whether they'll fine or not, I don't know. Laurie, can you fill us in on that?
I'm not sure on what the fines are, David. I don't think either side at this point of the game will be worrying much about fines. I just
the
like
secretaries would and the treasurers would.
Well, they probably will, but I think the playing staff out there, they're very worried about what happens out there. I'd just like to ask a quick question. How do you think the full forward position will go? They've both got good full forwards. Boothroyd up there, and you've got Marty Stewart with Amateurs.
Well, Ronnie, I think Ricky Stasic will get the job on Rodney Boothroyd, certainly to start with. I think he'll pick up the legs, the full-back position.
Yeah, good call, Cookie. And I think
perhaps Stewie Hardman might get hold of Stewart, do you think?
Yes, I think you've got that one right. I'm just waiting now, looking for Rodney Boothroyd to see who's going to pick him up. And I think you're right, Rick Stasic, the moving picture man.
Sco goes at full-back on Stewart.
He'll be...
or has he got Andrews? No, he's got Stewart, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we know how good both players are, and... well, you know, just to put a bit more interest into it, Laurie, who's going to kick the most goals between the 2, Stewart and Boothroyd?
Well, it'll depend who gets out the centre the quickest, and the side that can go more direct. I think if legs sometimes, in my opinion, tends to lead a little bit too much to the pockets. If he can lead up the ground and they can put the ball to him, the Swinnersons and co, he should probably finish up with a fair number of goals.
The umpires bounce the ball in the centre of the ground. That goes up and knocks the ball to the turf. It comes back. Here's a chance here for Big Old Foot. He gathers it nicely. Hand pass out. Oops-a-daisy. Umpire said off when you were pushed up. The footy out and he got rid of it. And Neil Alford takes free kick in the centre of the ground.
Against Paul Middleton it was too. The vice-captain of the Amateurs side is now... Oh, dearie me, Schwinnerson's right foot kick, an absolute shocker. Pastovic caught one a bit high, but he was good enough to get it to Brogdon, who goes bang, bang, bang from 45. If you don't mind, umpire, what a great goal off the boot of the ever-reliable and consistent Russell Brogdon.
There was a top effort there. I thought they were just a little bit nervy there. There was a couple of missed fumbles there, misdirected decisions with the ball. But North Geelong, it's a top start they wanted. They got the use of the breeze, and that's a very quick goal.
Laurie, the breeze, what's it worth? It's blowing right up the screen.
Well, I'd say it'd have to be at least 3 goals, David. At least it is favoured. Pardon me, cost the ground a bit, but I think this end of the sale yards end will have to probably be a 3-goal breeze.
Comments from GDFL legend Laurie de Goldie as the ball's bounced back in the centre. Might have been a free kick picked out of this to Middleton, and he takes the free kick against Swinnerson. Just the defensive side of the centre of the ground. Looks down the field. Elects to come out to the attacking side of the ground. The wind blows it back towards Andrews. Is up high. Can't hold the mark. Jarman was up as well at the ground level. Looked like Brogdon threw out the hand pass. Here comes Simpson. Is an up and under kick. He's kept the ball back in play very well, if you don't mind. Bounces badly for Richardson. Goes back to Jovanovic. He loves the left foot. Oh, he's clean to the tackle. Brilliant tackle there by the Ferret. Well done, Malakellis. Enables Richardson to come in. Get on the 40 for the Amateurs. He punt kicks the ball into the attacking zone. Not a good kick on the ever-reliable Hardman out in front. Takes the mark and plays on immediately.
Your foolish football put Jeff Marnie under all sorts of pressure, and there's an infringement against Hardiman, and I think you'll find it's going to go the way of the young under-18 player up for the Amateurs side in Tate Ramsey. It is a long bomb, but there's nobody home. The big safe arms of the ruckman for the North Geelong side. Simon Vack take a great grab.
He's got the ball in the back pocket. Next to go across the ground. Took a chance. Look for Skoko, who's run off his forward there in Stewart. Skoko fumbles. Just went past the footy. Brogdon went in to give him some help. Brogdon taps it at him. Might take the free kick over the shoulder. I think he paid Rod.
Correct.
And Russell Brogdon, who kicked the first goal in the first minute of play, takes this free kick at half-back for the mighty Magpies.
I don't know whether this umpire's shaving yet, but gee whiz, he's young. But by jingo, I like the way he's interpreting the decisions he's making so far. Very quick with the whistle, giving the player with the football every opportunity. Now, long bomb to centre wing. Alford up high. Good contest there between him and Bent. The big 29 Guernsey amateur ruckman, Mark Bent. Off hands, out of bounds. In between half forward and centre wing, just slightly favouring the amateur end of the ground, who are kicking into a pretty stiff breeze.
Bent does the ruck work against back, gets front position, down it goes. Luke Sharks the pack nicely for the amateurs, tumbles the ball forward, but that looks like Widdowson. He's got Jarman today, and Widdowson takes the mark at half-back. Goes out wide to the Wanderer. Milne, he's out here on his own, he takes the mark on the second grab. He's just short of the centre wing position. Milne now plays on, goes with the right foot, the kick not good towards Jovanovic, knocked away from him by Andrews, roll down the ground, actually in defensive zone here, and Andrews taps the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. And gee, Ronnie, we said a few weeks ago, I said they needed Jovanovic, I said they needed Hoskin in the side, they needed those type of players. They've got them both in today, and Jovanovic's been lively early.
Yeah, good running players who have a dip at the football. That's what's required here to win this big game, the second semi. Of course, Jovanovic again, another touch at ground level, kicks quickly up. Oh, coming out there was the moving picture man. Support there, Simon Farrell. But his left foot kick a shocker, and that's just about could be 50 for my, but no, said the umpire. Alford takes the ball.
Plays on immediately, the hand pass to Brogdon. One over the top, Brogdon. It's a long one too. Who's that, Ronnie? Barney, was it?
Yes, it was.
Left foot kick, a long one for the young boy. I think he's drilled it. He's playing his 29. I thought it was Jamie Marty, because he's in England, they tell me.
Yep.
Be a fair kick, the kick goal from England, I reckon.
Stewie
Marty bobs it through, playing in the famous 29 long sleeves, and a magnificent left foot kick. Never looked like missing, Laurie.
No, that's it's a good start for North Geelong, isn't it? They're really going hard at this football, and maybe the wind is a little bit stronger than 3.
Without a doubt, Bird Cameron, chartered accountant, first quarter scoreboard. North Geelong, 2 straight goals, 12 points. Amateurs yet to score, 4.5 minutes gone to the first opening stanza of the GFL Division 1 second semi.
Oh, that goes up. Wins the knockdown shark by Rooster Wilson. He tumbles the punt around the boundary line. He goes out very wide, looking for Jarman. He can't run him, but the wind's blowing it away from Timmy Jarman. He's just about gone over the pro arm sign over there. Picks himself back up and comes back onto the ground, and the boundary umpire's going to get a bit of work early in the piece on that far side of the ground.
Good contest again. Bent doing battle with Vac. Vac the front posse over the top. Good work there, Marty Widdowson. Thumped the ball 40 metres towards their goal. But again, boundary line beats players, and very defensive side of the ground, fellas, with the way the breeze is here at the Western Oval, Laurie.
But I just think that amateurs are just taking a little bit of time to settle down at the moment. They're, some of the decisions are not quite the correct ones, and some of their kicking's a little bit poor, and I think that maybe just suffering a little bit of nerves at the moment.
Brogdon knocked it back towards Simpson. He tumbles the punt round the corner. Oh, Andrews overrun it, went back after it. Well played, Andrews. He might be playing on the ball under the south. The air pass goes straight to Sweaterson. He straightens up and goes back on the left foot. It's right over the top of the goal. Umpire's head. Not too long Everland. They've got 3 goals on the board, and we've only played about 5 minutes of the first quarter of the second semi-final.
Neil Alford is giving that youngster an absolute earful. And how would you feel, Laurie? Andrews' handball is straight to Sweaterson.
Yeah, that's right. And it's North Geelong's good players that are playing well too at the moment.
I can't believe it.
Okay, I don't think he can believe it either, Justin Andrews. He might be playing in the middle. I think he seems to be down the ground a bit today. Might be playing on the ball. Bounce down back in the centre. Up goes Vac. He wins another hit down. Not able to get this clear. Might be a free kick coming up here, I'd reckon, to the amateur side.
What about Simon's Vac's ear?
Looked to be held without the football.
He's caught one behind the ear and then he's gone the other way.
Thank you, Ron. Here comes Luke into the forward zone. Good grab here. Stewart, is it coming out, taking the mark? It is Marty Stewart. He's a good kick. This will test if he kick into the breeze.
Yeah, this will be a real good test, Laurie.
I think this is a little bit too far out there, Ronnie.
He's a lovely kick of the football, though,
It's a
Stewart. He
top
goes
kick.
back and lays into it with the right boot. It's a magnificent kick. There's a touch on the line. Vac was back and got the hands up. And what a good kick. How's he going to be kicking with the breeze, Ron?
I was very disappointed with the forwards of amateurs there. There was 2 North Geelong players in the last line of defence. Had there been an amateur player up there, they could have shepherded the ball through.
Definitely, Ron. You're right on there. You picked that well. That's very poor play by amateur there.
Short kick out into defence. Finds Simon Vac, who takes the mark. He punt kicks up high. Up goes Swenson, held without the footy. Probably would have taken the mark had he not been held. North Geelong wanting to go on with it, but it has to come back, no doubt about that. And Swenson takes the mark short of centre wing. Looks down for Elzinga, popping into the wing. He takes the mark, hand pass over the top's all right too. Set free Skoko, well down the ground. Back to Elzinga. Pastovic it was. Here come Pastovic. Full free kick here. Held without the footy. Is that Brogdon?
Yes, it is.
Russell Brockton might kick this one.
Well, he actually could have. Now the umpire's made him go back, which is probably a good call. He'll pop this through. He's only kicking from 55, breeze over his right shoulder, and I reckon his odds on to kick it.
And he's already kicked one, so he'll be very keen.
Just got to aim for that right goal post, Laurie. Let the breeze bring it back a bit.
Yes. I don't know what Timmy's trying to do there. I think that...
Well, I think Russell actually acknowledged him that he wanted to give it to him. Now, is that a hamstring problem, do you want? I wonder why he's suggesting that.
All right, well, here comes Brogdon. Let's watch his hamstring as he runs in to kick the juicy, lovely left foot kick. This is no exception. It's swinging back a little bit. The breeze is too late. One of the goal umpire just drifted away to the right-hand side.
Very good kick, though, wasn't it?
Oh, no worries about the
Very
distance,
good
Laurie.
kick.
Put the boot right into it. Russell Brogdon's got 1-1 on the board. North Geelong have got 3-1-9 on the Bird Cameron Taylor Accountants first quarter scoreboard. They lead the Amateurs, who've got this one solitary behind, kicking into the breeze in this second semi-final.
Well, lovely drop punt there too. A high flyer there was Andrews, and I tell you what, that was Simon Farrell, the fullback, bringing the ball in. He's got the task of Boothroyd this afternoon. He's kicked that a good 65 metres. And a good effort from Simon Farrell. Bounty throw in, no contest there between the two big men as the loose ball hits the turf. Pastovic comes in, gave it to his teammate under pressure. There was young Stewie Marnie, and I think you'll find it's off his boot. Squeezed off, good pressure there from the amateur defence, and we'll see another boundary throw in.
Ronnie, can you have a look? I can't see Shane Burns out there. I think he might have started on the bench.
Correct call.
Boundary throw in. Reynolds does the ruck work on this occasion. Alford beats into it, knocks it further afield. Here comes Sammy Luke. Handballs it nicely, put Wilson under pressure. His handball was pretty looking back there for Schwarzer. Middleton going too fast for Schwarzer to handle that one. Off hands it goes and out of bounds on the far side of the ground. And we played about 8.5 minutes on the Rocky 24-hour Lucksmith time clock of the first quarter.
I see Justin Andrews way down here on the 50-metre line. I'm not sure what that'll all be about. It's very hard to kick goal from there.
Well, I think they might have a loose man in defence, Laurie, and that's negative football for mine. It may not work, time will tell, but that's what's happening. I would suggest he's actually probably playing on a wing, gentlemen, I think you'll find, as Troy Elzinga looks as though his opponent for the afternoon.
The ball's out of bounds, 50-metre line for North Geelong. Reynolds goes up, tried to take it out of the air, just lost it at the last minute as he was about to go. He had it spent before he had it, in fact. It's put to his feet, no doubt about this one umpire. Got no option here to put the ball this one up run. It's 50 metres out from the North Geelong goal. It's in their dead pocket and Alford's going to try and bring it across for them.
Well, it's to no avail because the amateurs there through Malacallis defend well. Looks up there to Bent. Good tussle with him and Vac. Loose ball sees the Rooster. Danny Wilson, quick kick there to there we see Middleton take the easiest of chess marks right in the middle of the Western Oval centre wing. Drives it long again, persisting with that defensive side. Bent ran with the flight of the football. And a little fortunate there. I thought that the defence there of the North Geelong player was quite good, but umpire suggested it was too high.
Bent goes across to half forward. Andrews is back up the ground here. He comes. He tries to throw it out there towards Andrews. Did Stewart at ground level. Milne's in there fighting hard for North Geelong. There's a whistle on play. Umpire's going to ball this one up. I think, Ronnie, I disagree with the Bent did well. He was going to take the mark. He had his arm pulled away when he was about to grab the mark, and you can't do that, Ronnie.
Well, there's no.
Definitely, he showed a bit of courage there, Ron, to put himself in for that mark. Yes.
Did well, the big fella.
Okay, up they go. Loose ball. Vac punches it out wide, but it's well sharked there, Middleton. No, it wasn't. It was Klingon. Klingon to the Rooster, who again finds Middleton for the second time in as many minutes. Middleton kicks long. Up there to Stewart. Yes, you can't do that, I'm afraid, Marty Stewart. Infringed on Stewie Hardman, and he'll get the free kick. Last line of defence for this fabulous Magpies.
It was probably worth a try. The mark was going to be taken. He thought if he got away with it, he might have got the mark. Away come North Geelong out of defence. Long kick too. Out towards Jovanovic. He can't take the mark at half back. The ball hits the turf. Coming it out the football. Big Crichton can't bend down and pick it up. Might have been held without the footy. Gone the umpire here, and they're certainly paying plenty of free kicks, Laurie.
Yes, they are. They're there, though, I think, David. If you've got to pay them if they're there.
Okay, the big fella, Nick Crichton. He's well outside the 50-metre zone. He kicks the ball into the left forward pocket. Backing back with the fly of the ball. Andrews, hit him on the chest and bounced off. Hartman gathers and takes the ball over the boundary line. Just at Andrews misses one he would have loved to have grabbed.
Wasn't that a shocking kick from Crichton at senior level to do that?
I just about took the words out of my mouth. I'm just about to say that amateur kicking up that end, that either wind's very blustery out there or they're having a...
Well, if it's a bit blustery, Laurie, you take your time.
Certainly.
Concentrate a bit harder.
Well, 12 minutes gone on the Rockneys 24-hour time clock. There's been a free kick paid from the boundary throw-in, and I think Timmy Jarman has been infringed on that throw-in. He's going to take the free kick, and he's well within kicking distance, Laurie, and they need this one badly, do the Amateurs.
They certainly need this one. We'll soon see how strong that wind is, Ron, with this kick. I think he'll have a bit of trouble kicking this. It's blowing right across the face there.
Look at Martin Stewart's effort earlier, boys. Gee, it was a great kick for goal, wasn't it?
But he is a very long kick, Marty Stewart. Here's Jarman. He's not bad either. Distance shouldn't be a problem. Accuracy's the worry. Don't worry at all. The goal umpire never even looked one side or the other. Look back over his hat. Timmy Jarman's got the first from a free kick from a boundary show-in for the Amateurs, and they finally got that one they needed on the board.
Not a bad taught in step by the young Timmy.
Looks good, Timmy.
Good for the kids to have a look at that.
Top.
Yep.
Oh, he'd be pleased to buy that video if he saw that.
Yeah,
Ronnie.
I'm
That's
sure.
top.
Timmy's only a kid himself.
Yeah, no, it's a good up and coming.
That's a very handy goal, that, because I think that breeze is fairly strong out there.
Yeah, it's blustery. Conditions a little awkward today, and it's going to be interesting with the temperatures soaring at around about the 22-degree mark, they suggest.
Back into the centre, up goes Vac Palms with the left hand down to Brogden. Thought about the hand pass, now gave it up to Widdowson, who went without it. 19 plays 7 on the scoreboard there. That's the Bert Cameron account scoreboard trying to crash his way through the pack. Might have been Luke, was it?
Smith, I think.
Smith, is it? He's got the free kick anyway, held without it. He picks the ball up, wants to play on immediately. That might be the tactics today of the Amateurs. Try to run north to up their legs. The kick into the forward line. Up goes the young fella Tate Ramsey and Ronnie. He was up high the Joe Cochrane. He took a beauty.
Yeah, great grab and looks for Stewart. And he outpointed Skoko. Better judgment of the flight of the footy.
He read the flight there beautifully, didn't he?
Good tussle. They both bodied each other well.
And if that other kick was a standard, he should kick this.
Yeah, well, lay down Mazet.
Wouldn't say that, but
Distance not a problem. Accuracy, of course, with the breeze blowing hard left to right in screen as we wait on Marty Stewart. Been a good find this year for them football. Well, there's the breeze taking effect. He's hit it too wide for a start. He's hit the bike track. He's missed 21 metres of scoring area. It's out of bounds on the full, and a bad miss there, Laurie. Look, you've got to kick. You've got to at least score on those kicks into the breeze. They're very important.
definitely they're very important in the early stages of the game too. You know, if you're going to get the ball up, you've got to get results. And that's a nothing kick.
Very much so, as Simon Vac, no one on the mark. Poor checking again from the forwards of the amateur side. He's kicked that 70 metres to centre wing. Now an opportunity, Schwennerson. He's got support there from Pastovic. His hand pass. Umpire's blowed the whistle. It was a hand pass, stupid. As he kicks a long bomb, it bounces. Wrong side of the big stick. And unfortunately for North Geelong side, Alan Moroney just couldn't quite get handle on the footy. Otherwise, he'd have been running into an open goal.
Well, Ivan Pastovic, of course, the man with the magic mouth, Ronnie. Can he drop the word? Up here for a commentary one day, he had a lovely time and dropped the wrong one at the wrong time. Farrell kicks the ball back out into, well, he kicked it well out over the 50-metre line.
Yeah, Alford in front infringed with, and umpires are to their credit. Very consistent early stages, gentlemen, giving the man in front every benefit.
Ivan Pastovic a bit keen to get going there, but had to bring the ball back to Big Alfie. He comes in on the right foot, he drills the ball long, it's into the pocket. No one can take a mark. Here comes Farrell, pushing the ball in front of him. Judge Hoskin, the nose picker, picks it up. The nose picker fires. Nose picker's offline. 1 point only to Sean Hoskin. Oh, he's dangerous down there, though. He doesn't need too many touches, Ronnie.
No, he does not. A real opportunist is Sean Hoskin. Good to see him in the side. Bert Cameron chartered accountant, first quarter scoreboard. North Geelong now moved to 3-3-21. Geelong Amateurs 1-1-7. What's the breeze worth, fellas?
Well, I said before 3 goals, right?
3 goals, thank you.
I still think it might be about that.
Okay, I think it's worth 4 if you use it right. 2 if you use it wrong, Ronnie. It's got to be out this side to kick goals. You can't kick from the far pocket. As we see Brogdon get the hand pass back, was all right too to Sid Jones. He's very short sleeves. That's how hot it is out there today. The kick around the corner's all right.
Good
no,
call.
it's not.
That was a very good call.
A boundary umpire on the scene as Elzinger took the mark. The free kick goes to Richardson. Brown on the full. He heads out wide, looking for Reynolds. He's outmarked on this occasion by Jones, who immediately breaks away and goes onto that left foot. He kicks the ball towards the goal mouth. That's the place to kick it. Long one down to the goal mouth. Jovanovic steps in from the side and takes a nice mark, and he will kick the goal.
There was some poor play from Amateurs there. They didn't put any pressure whatsoever on Daryl Jones. Then he was able to run around, and you'll see it on the replay.
Too easy. Round to the left.
Far
as
too
as
easy.
you like.
Fancy leaving the Neville Whitley medalist alone. Wouldn't you have someone tagging him?
Well, I don't know about whether I'd have someone tagging, but I certainly wouldn't about, it's snuck in.
Almost 17 minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. The kick from Jovanovic, as predicted, is a goal. As predicted, it wasn't quite that close to prediction, though. He's just snuck that in, as you said, Laurie. But look, it's a good goal on the board. They've got, 4 goals to 1 on the board. They're kicking with the breeze. We've gone almost 15 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. A good goal for North Geelong, Laurie, because the movement there was with the Amateurs for the last 5 or 7 minutes, I thought.
That's right. I mean, I think if Amateurs are going to be in this game, they have to apply pressure, and at the moment they're not doing that. I mean, you can't allow a guy to run around there. He had a good 15 to 20 metres space there, and you've got to put more pressure on in these games. This might be what we said before, the inexperience of Amateurs.
Jeff Marnie's tagging Paul Middleton too, Ronnie.
Yes, and they see the bounce down, another good one, and Jones bursts through the centre, thumps it down to where Alford was held without the footy, and some good acting there from the veteran of many games for the North Geelong Magpies. Neil Alford gets the free kick at centre half forward. Plays on, got the run there of Schwinnerson on the right foot, the big barrel down there looking for the, Hoskin nearly got the one hand to it, kick off the carpet, and I think you'll find that it's Ivan Pastovic's banged it through.
Ooh, another one, very quick one too. Pastovic and Jovanovic there together. And Pastovic has put the major score on the board. And getting a drink of water for his trouble too. There he is on screen, Ivan Pastovic, the man with a magic mouth. Gets
Great
his
goal.
first of the day.
That was a great goal. They scrambled it off the ground. That's what it's all about.
Doesn't matter how you get him.
5-3-33 North Geelong. The Amateurs have got 1-1-7 on the board. It is 26 the difference on the third Cameron Chadley accountant scoreboard, and we've gone nearly 19 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Rocky out there, Corio Village, for all your locks, clocks and your trophies.
I reckon North Geelong will kick 10 goals in this first quarter, as we see there that Middleton copped one a bit high. No, it's Klingon, I should say.
Yep.
Peter Klingon, the 45 Guernsey boy, stamped between the shoulder blades. Now Middleton, and he's been busy too. Plays on, kicks from 55. The long bomb, Stewart. There's pies everywhere. And it's off their hands and rushed through for a minor score. And obviously very conscious of Martin Stewart's aerobic or aerobatic qualities. 3 players at the present time.
33 plays 8 on the Bird Cameron Chadley accountant scoreboard. The left foot kick in's all right. Was that Hardman? Long one too. Up it goes. Richardson's up. Can't mark for the Amateurs. The ball hits the turf. Well done, Richardson. Kept going. Laid off the hand pass, but here comes Widdowson out of defence. The kick will have bounced inside the line. It does. Did Barney Widdowson. Could have tumbled that anywhere. Just kicked it a little bit within himself. Found the safety of the fence. Midway between centre wing and half forward flank. Amateurs in attack here. And I suggest at the 18-minute mark of the first quarter, Laurie give the Goldie that they need to kick a couple of goals before quarter time in the breeze.
Yes, they've got to work a little bit harder, I think, into this breeze and try and drag that score back a bit, David.
Yeah, Vax knockout was all right. Went to Jovanovic. He lost it in the tackle. Klingon's got it. Hand pass over the top. Here comes Middleton. Eludes the umpire. Eludes the tackler. Dummies the hand pass. Run a long way. Middleton goes in on right foot. Long kick. Up they go. Here's a chance. Keller's up another. Kick the 12 metres the wrong way. Stewart's taken the mark. Not far enough. Hardman lays the tackle. The umpire's going to give Stewart the benefit of the doubt. I think he can ball it up. He was a bit lucky because when the ball's in the air, it's not far in front. Surely the umpire's called him play on, not far enough. He was tackled.
Yeah, but it wasn't
get rid of the footy.
But it wasn't touched off the boot. And for mine,
I think the umpire lost his way there a bit, actually.
it was a mark.
Definitely a mark.
I did call it went 12 metres or something. That's about far enough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's certainly
only
enough.
10, mate.
Okay.
20 and a half minutes gone to the first quarter. Whistle on play again. Gee, they're very quick. This particular umpire in
Tim Jarman,
Sean Ryan. Gee whiz, he's quick on the whistle.
He's certainly not going to let it get out of hand, Ron. Doesn't get a chance to. Here's Timmy Jarman. He kicked the goal before from a free kick from a boundary throw in. Now he's got another one here. Distance shouldn't be a problem, even though kicking into the breeze shouldn't be a worry. He steers this ball nicely. The goal umpire hasn't moved again. Timmy Jarman's got his second. We just said, Laurie, that they needed to kick a couple of goals before quarter time. That's the first one of them. And there's that lovely shot of Jarman. Lovely kicking action. Very straight leg, Ron. You've got to do that when you want to kick goals. And straight through the middle she sailed, Laurie.
That's a very handy goal too into that breeze, David. They've got to do a little bit more though. If they can butter up with another one now, they've got to keep going there while they've got a bit of a roll on.
5-3, 33 points North Geelong. The Amateurs have got 2-2-14. It is 3 goals, 1. That's 19 points. The difference on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountants first quarter scoreboard of the GDFL second semi-final. The winner, Ronnie, a free ticket to the grand final. The loser got to face Anarchy next week. Good luck to the loser.
Yep, without a doubt, because they won't play off. I've got to tell you, Anarchy will beat them next week, so make your best effort today, gentlemen. Bounce down a good one. Vac gets hand the ball. Good fist away there at ground level on the ground there. James Luke having on the ball. Kicked up forward. Yeah, hell without the ball. Good work there, Stewie Hardiman. And he gets the free kick down the half back. Goes short. And, well, Schwinnerson takes it. He's got the Wanderer, Glenn Milne, out here by himself, and he finds him too, and off they go, the Pies.
And he's taken a few runs down that flank too. Hasn't been noticed before. That time Swinnerson found him. Milne goes down long. At ground level, Reynolds does well. Gets the little run back towards Klingon. Klingon goes on left foot. Up over centre wing. Ramsey's up, punched away by Milne. Through they go. Oh, Crichton's given away a free kick here. Can't do that. Nicky Crichton just ran straight into that player there, and North Geelong will take the free kick.
But look, it was great to see, Laurie. Brings back memories, mate. The way Milne committed his body. He saw him coming, but he did not move. He actually went in towards him.
That's right, Ronnie. That's what it's all about, these finals. That's the way you get into that grand final.
Well, he's as tough as a tax accountant inspector, this bloke. The tax department inspector, Milne. He's as tough as they come. Long kick goes down the back of the pack. Jovanovic's got the hand pass out over the top to Brogdon. He straightens up, he runs through the left foot. Well, couldn't get the hand pass away effectively there. North Geelong still a chance. Richardson's in there doing pretty well. Paddling the ball out wide for the Ammos. They put it into the dead pocket. Oh, Brogdon jumped over a player, jumped higher than that Forsyth did this morning to win a goal, but on the high jump. You see that? He hurdled him magnificently. The ball, I think, may have gone out of bounds now. It's a free kick coming up here. It's going to go to Ricky Stasic in the back pocket for the Ammos. What, Brogdon might be a chance in the high jump.
It certainly is. The moving picture show now. Drives the ball up, looking for a teammate in front. Doesn't let him down either. And I think you'll find the reliable ruck rover cinnamon Justin Andrews takes the fine grab. Long bomb up to half forward. The high flyers all in front there, copping one. And yeah, Nick Crichton, good work. Committed himself for the footy and is rewarded.
Made amends for that previous misdemeanour. Crichton out there on centre wing. Gets the free kick. Goes towards Jarman, who's been pretty handy this first quarter. He takes a nice mark. Widdowson's got the job on him. Widdowson might have gone over the mark, I thought. Jarman wanted to get it quickly towards Ramsey. Here comes Stewart. Oh, eludes the tackle from Hartman, then give it straight back to him. You wouldn't believe that, would you? And away come North Geelong. It was Skoko. His kick is ineffective. Andrews takes the mark at centre wing. Hand pass. Over the top's all right. Another one towards Richardson. Went at the footy pretty hard. Well done. The big fella's in there with a bit of strike. Van Reynolds, he laid up the first hand pass. Here comes Widdowson. In a bit of strike. Andrews is in trouble too. The boundary line looms up, and I think all players will be happy to see the ball thrown back into play.
Yeah, some good, pretty ferocity at the footy, isn't it?
There was certainly there, and I see a couple of amateur boys there running the straight at the football, and that's what it's all about.
Certainly is. Boundary throw in. This time, again, Alford down, Jovanovic over the top. Hospital job there to Elzinga, fisted away, but it goes straight to Ramsey. Tate Ramsey, long bomb up there, but Vac, well judged, takes a nice grab.
Yeah, did it nicely, Simon Vac. He was nicely shepherded too. He allowed to take that mark. It was good play there from Milne, who backed back into the Amateurs player there in Peter Klingon and allowed back to take the mark. He got it to Jones towards centre wing. Jones's kick has gone long with the bruise. Too far, in fact, for Neil Alford, who was scrambling back after the footy at ground level. Oh, is that holding the ball? Now, he made no attempt to hand pass that when tackled towards the boundary line. Umpire's giving the benefit of the doubt. The boundary umpire's got a bit of work to do.
I think he was over the line, actually.
That's what saved his life.
I think so.
Now the ball 25 metres from the North Geelong goal. Reynolds doing battle Alford, but at ground level, quick shot at goal there from Alan Moroney, but he's well offline and has just snuck in for a minor score.
He's a proven finals player, Moroney. Good to see him in the side, Laurie.
That's right, David. Yes, as we said before, you need those type of players. But some of these guys have been around 2 or 3 years now, and they know what it's all about.
The kick out's all right too, because Luke's got underneath this one outside the 50 too, so a nice kick out there. Was that Stasic or Farrell, Ron? Was
Farrell.
all right in with Farrell. Nice kick, found Luke. He goes up towards centre wing. Rooster Wilson a chance to control after Jarman contested there with Swinnerson for the aerial delight, but neither player can claim it. It's upper hands and out of bounds before Danny Wilson, the Rooster, can keep the ball in play.
The aerial delight.
Aerial delight, that's a nice mark, right?
Is that an ice cream or a cake or something?
Or it could be the Mile High Club, I'm not too sure. Here comes young Marnie, Stewie Marnie, playing the 29, goes with the long sleeves, long he goes. Down to the forward zone, Brogdon rows the ball brilliantly, but he can't pick it up. He goes back after it again, he runs into Boothroyd. Boothroyd tries to do the shepherding, Brogdon's there, Boothroyd turns around, he fires at the goal mouth of the legs, has stopped it. Goal to Rod Boothroyd.
102 for the season, gentlemen.
And actually, it'll be his first kick for this quarter.
First kick for the game.
Yeah, and he ran into Brogdon there when Brogdon was about to pick it up and turn around, have a shot, but he was, well,
Russell just got the fit of the thumbs there. I think he would have kicked it if he had picked it up.
He was trying to get onto his left foot.
Yeah, I think so, Ron.
Okay, 6-4, 40 points, North Geelong with the breeze. The Amateurs have got 2-2, 14 against it. Interesting quarter of footy on the Bert Cameron Charter scoreboard. They're sponsoring the first quarter. They're good people. Andy Waspowski down there can fix up all your tax problems, Ronnie, and you've got plenty because you get pensioned too much.
You can't say that.
No.
I tell you,
I was only kidding you, tax.
Can't say if it is true.
Okay, back to the centre of the ground, and it looks like from this angle by Andrew Gurry, bounced down a good one, ground level. Sammy Luke does well, but in front, Milne, the Wanderer, dropped what he should have taken. Jarman went through strongly, but couldn't take the footy with him. Good work there, Widdowson. Found Simpson, who goes bang on the left foot, right out to the outer side centre wing, as the ball sits nicely there. As we see Reynolds and Orwood do battle. Loose ball, Jovanovic. No, it's not. It's Pasovic. Inboard to Stewie Hardiman. Hardiman on the left foot, looks up there. Did I say Hardiman? It's Marnie. Thank you very much. We see that Farrell doing well in defence for the Amos. Finds Eddie Smith at centre half back.
Yeah, nice mark, Smithy. They need him to fire. He's been a bit quiet this quarter. The kick across the ground, they've taken the chance. Now, who wants this one hard? Come out it, son. Come out it, son. Andrews got the hand pass back from Ramsey, who did very well in that contest. He ran at the footy pretty well, as I suggested he should. And the result is the free kick goes to Andrews. Short of centre wing. The kick too much. Carry on up there for his teammate down the ground. Knock it further afield. Oh, they're running it. Oh, Smithy runs into one there from Jeff Marnie. Could have done without. The ball at ground level. Little chip out. Can he get it round the corner? Because Amateurs are a chance here through Clingan, who got it there to the Ferret. Malakellis down to half forward. There's been a whistle on play.
Yeah, very careless, and
Free kick against Crichton, I think. Is it going to Hardman? It is.
very poor tackle. Quick hands from Hardiman. He found the ever-reliable Schwinnerson, who just outreached
It's a free kick, Rob.
Alan Moroney.
This will be a free kick.
Four.
Because as the ball went over the line, a little cuff behind the ear. A bit of a thank you one if you don't mind, but the youngster Ramsey takes the free kick there, and that was against.
No, that's not netball,
Moroney.
it's football, you
Okay,
blokes.
well, I picked it as soon as I saw it, I picked it. Hand pass from Crichton, comes back to Luke. He's inside 50, he straightens up and goes towards the pocket. Oh, getting back with a fly to the. No mark taken, I don't think you'll find it's out of bounds. Ronnie, yes. Now, we're getting back to this incident here with young Ramsey.
Oh, that's pathetic.
He got one a little. You can't do it. You can't hit a bloke behind the ear when the ball's gone out of bounds. And you'd have been a very poor umpire if you'd have let that go on, Ron.
And I wouldn't have missed that this morning, would he? With the
I
kick?
wouldn't have thought so.
He would have paid that.
Well, Alan Moroney over the top he goes. Good footy to the run of Jeff Marnie. Kick, not a good one though, and it's allowed now the Amateurs an opportunity through Sammy Luke. Swoops on the leather, looks now and gets his composure. Nicely done. A lovely low trajectory drop punt, hits the target. And I think you'll find it's Paul Middleton, who was very busy in this first quarter.
Certainly has, Laurie. That was a great kick. He had players all around him and somehow got it through the gap.
Yeah, definitely.
Middleton comes in. The distance will trouble him because the breeze is there, upsets him a bit. Gets to the goal. Harbin does the rebounding there in the back pocket. He always seems to do that, doesn't he? Gets the kick out to Swinnerson, who marks at, well, short of half back. And North Geelong just hanging on here. We've gone 26 minutes on the Rocky 24-hour locksmith time clock of the first quarter.
Yeah, score check 6-4-40 North Geelong. Amateurs 2-2-14. Margin 26 points as the ball has to go back. Daryl Jones not happy about that.
He's got another free.
Well, he's giving it back to Jones. It doesn't matter because he's got a paddock and he just does as he likes, Daryl Jones, as he normally does. Looks there for the run of Simpson. Good strength. Use of the body. Got in front and takes a good mark. Oh, kick smothered up the boot. Puts poor old Ivan Pastovic under all sorts of trouble. Tackle, yeah, a little high. And again, umpire's very consistent. Free kick, Ivan Pastovic.
They're certainly giving the player every chance that's going for the ball first, Laurie. Would you agree with that?
Definitely, I do agree with that. Ron called that very well. That was a high tackle. He's going to have a shot as well.
Well, he's got the breeze behind him here. Ivan Pastovic. Played a fair bit of footy on a half-back flank, Ronnie, hasn't he? And he's finding himself in attack today. He's playing in either in forward pocket or at half-forward.
He's a confidence player. If he kicks this, it will really put him on.
Yeah, here he comes. He's got a kick at about 50. He got very close to the man on the mark. Too close to the man on the mark, Stasic. Did well there, Ricky Stasic.
He kicked at 50, all right, straight up at the end.
And it went, yeah, we kicked about 70, went 50 up and about 20 along. So the score doesn't change for half time. It sees that North Geelong, as we write these down, Ronnie, have got 6 goals for 40 points on the board with the Breeze. The Amateurs got 2-2-14 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. The goal kickers to quarter time. The Amateurs, both goals kicked by Timmy Jarman, both from free kicks. For North Geelong, singles to Russell Brogdon, Rod Boothroyd, Timmy Swetterson, young Stewie Marnie, Ivan Jovanovic and Ivan Pastovic. And it's quarter time here in the second semi-final. 40 plays 14 on the Bird Cameron Chartered Accountant scoreboard. The second quarter's coming right up.